the Fourth, King of Bohemia and Holy Roman Emperor, had a long and successful reign. The empire he ruled from Prague expanded, and his subjects lived in peace and prosperity. When the emperor died, the whole empire mourned. More than 7,000 people accompanied him on his last procession. The heir to the throne of the flourishing empire was Charles's son, Wenceslas IV, whose father had prepared him for this moment all his life. But Wenceslas did not take after his father. He neglected affairs of state for more frivolous pursuits. He even failed to turn up for his own coronation as emperor, which did little to endear him to the Pope. Wenceslas the Idle did not impress the imperial nobility either. His difficulties mounted until the nobles, exasperated by the inaction of their ruler, turned for help to his half-brother, King Sigismund of Hungary. Sigismund decided on a radical solution. He kidnapped the king to force him to abdicate, then took advantage of the ensuing disorder to gain greater power for himself. He invaded Bohemia with a massive army and began pillaging the territories of the king's allies. It is here that my story begins. Before it all began, we lived a peaceful life. My father was a blacksmith, and I would one day take over his trade. Unfortunately, the town where we lived was where the king's silver was mined. And that was exactly what Sigismund was after. That, and to show what would happen to anyone who dared to oppose him. That day I lost everything. Family, home, honor. The time has come to take it all back.
Hi guys, welcome to Kingdom Come Deliverance. So this game is currently in beta, so it doesn't represent the final product. Things may change on it. I haven't got the best computer, so graphically things will probably have to be set on low, just so that I get some decent FPS. I'll put the FPS on, so that we can, as long as it's not too big when it comes up. So yeah, because I've got an i5 2500K at 4.2 GHz. I've got a 7850 Super Overclock edition. And I've got 8 GB of RAM. The minimum entry requirement, or minimum requirements rather, for this are 8 GB of RAM, a DirectX 11 compatible GPU, and a quad-core CPU. So I meet all the minimum, but that's it. And it's frozen. Okay, so yeah, the game froze, and it turns out I had AMD Gaming Evolved open, running in the background, and the game doesn't like that, so I had to come out and close that and restart it. So that was why there was that delay, but I've got the FPS counter up. As you can see on the menu, I'm getting about 30 FPS, so I just about meet the minimum. But anyway, we're going to play it, we're going to have a look at it, just see what it's like. So this is where, because we don't start at the beginning, we have to choose our backstory. So we've got Jack of all trades, talk is good, but sometimes sword talks louder than words. Diplomat, Silver Tongue and Stealth are the preferred way of dealing with the hostile world, and Squire, where strong arm and sharp sword are the best means of solving any problem. Now, I've had a little go at the game already. This was like when the beta first came out, and the minimum requirements then were actually 16 gig of RAM, so I wasn't quite there. And I'm not a lover of the combat system, so I'm going to go with Diplomat. I will show you the combat system, but
After the kidnapping of the king, chaos and
sort of want to be more
turmoil
speaky
and our province
and stealth.
was no exception. We were overrun by bandits and marauders, and the roads were no longer safe. The most terrible massacre happened at the stud farm in Neuhof, which was raided and torched, and all the horses slaughtered. My liege lord sent his men, led by Sir Robert of Talmberg, to track down the killers and to bring them to justice. I rode with them, but the investigation has been slow and difficult. Whenever I came across some trace of the bandits, someone erased it in the cruelest way imaginable. In the end, though, I got one step ahead of the enemy. I found out one of the bandits was still alive and hiding near Talmberg. But before I set out to track him down, I had to report to Sir Robert.
Okay, so I believe we start with a horse. Yep, there we are. So even on low, I know I'm getting about 30 FPS, so it's not going to be brilliant. It doesn't look too bad on low settings, and it is the beta, so we can expect it to be better for the finished product. It just takes a while to load the textures. But it's not doing too bad, actually. Like, it's not completely optimised and that, and it will come...
In a real fight, you'd be dead already.
More updates are coming every week with the beta, so it is getting better.
Ah, Henry. Carry on. Well, lad, have you made any progress with the investigation?
Yes, sir. I think I have at last.
So you found someone who isn't gutted and nailed to a wall?
It wasn't easy, sir, but I believe I have. I have information about one of the bandits who did it. He's even hiding in a village nearby.
God's blood. It's true the darkest shade is beneath the candlestick. Who is he?
I only know that they call him Riki, and he's from here in Talmberg.
That's it?
You wouldn't believe how much effort it took me to find that out. But I think it's enough to go on.
But what if he's dead too?
I think we'd already know if he was. These fellows are not given to subtlety.
True enough. We haven't found any more mutilated corpses. Well, get on with it then. And when you find him, come and see me. Most likely I'll be in the encampment by Merhoyed.
You can rely on me, sir. Farewell.
So the voice acting's not
And
bad.
be careful,
There is...
Henry. I know what that rabble did to you. But remember with whom you're dealing. Don't start any foolhardiness on your own. Understood?
I'll try not
lip
to,
sync's a
sir.
bit off, but then I don't know whether that's because the FPS is quite low, or it's just because the game's not optimised yet. It's, as I said, it's beta, it's work in progress. We're just here to check out the mechanics, things like that, see how the game works. Because I kickstarted this, I helped kickstart it, which is why I'm in the beta. So here we go. So we're on a horse. And we can look around, there's the horse, there's our hands. Unlike a lot of games, we actually have a body. We can sprint on the horse. I think. Pretty sure you can sprint. Or gallop, rather. Oh, did I knock him over? Oh, really big FPS drop. I think I knocked him over a little bit. Right, let's go to this village. Because we've got to find somebody called Riki. So let's have a look. So here's the map. So I'm guessing that's us. I for inventory. Ah, here we go. Right, so we've got a bastard sword, torch, which we can put there. They're the trousers that we've got. We could put a linen shirt on, but I'm going to keep the quilted jacket. What else have we got? We've got an apple, bandage, lockpick, money. So that's our inventory. Then we got player, so we can look at our skills. Horse. There's our horse. We've currently got a saddle on him at the minute, but we can upgrade that. Quest log. On guard. Ride to the soldiers' encampment. Given the nature of your investigation, it wouldn't hurt to get a bit of combat training. So we'll go and do that at some point, and then track down Riki. So I think if we track this one, or get rid of this one, so we're only tracking on guard, and then we'll go and so there's that. So we'll go down there. We'll do the combat training. And we can also craft stuff, but it looks like crafting is locked at the minute. So let's go down here. As I said, I wasn't a big fan of the combat when I played it first of all. However, my FPS is really low, so it's quite hard to actually time it right. I think it was over here, wasn't it? I'm trying to remember when I played it last time. So there is actually a shop somewhere. So let's dismount. Because we can call the horse. So it's quite a cool dismount animation. Who are you? Are you the shop man?
Welcome to my shop.
Yes, you are the shop man. Right. So this is what he's got that we can buy. So we can buy a bow. We can buy some arrows. We can buy a helmet. How much is it? So that's 5.2. So let's press Y, item info. So it adds a bit of armor. So if we add that to basket, I don't know what's a lover's knot. It may be sought in deep woods. Oh, it's a flower, I think. Don't want a shovel for now. Should we buy a bow and arrow? Yeah, let's buy a bow, and we'll buy. Let's buy. Oh no, let's buy 25 arrows. That should be enough. Right. So currently it's at 41.3. But if we go to basket and hold X, we can haggle. It's quite a cool system, this. I like this. Not everything is voiced at the minute. So this is, on the right is what he's wants us to pay. And on the left is what we're going to offer. So let's go in at 34. So he's come down to 38.5 now. So if we go up to 35.5. So he's gone down to 37, so let's go up to 36. That's not enough. He's not happy, so let's try 36.5. Right, there we go. So we've paid 36.5, so we actually saved 4 coins. So if we go back to our inventory, we can put on, here we go, equip. And we can equip the bow and the quiver. There we go. So that looks pretty good. I wish we had more clothes. I don't like the clothes we've got. Anyway, that was that. So we can also sprint, and down the bottom you can see the stamina bar. So I'm pretty sure if we go back to the map. So there's the shop. Where's actually if we go back, what was it under? I for quests? Yeah, quests. Right, map. So where's that then? Okay, I think it's down this way if I remember. I think south. No, south is where we want to go. I'm trying to remember where it was. Because annoyingly, it's not showing up on my map. Anyway, let's. So if I press X now, calls you horse. Oh, I keep pressing E to mount. There's our arrows, our quiver. Right, let's come up here and see what. See whether we can find the training camp. So the horse, as far as I'm aware, doesn't have a stamina. I don't think this is the way to the training camp. Let's go back down. So the horse can also jump. I seem to remember going through some woods, so I'm just going to go down. I don't recommend doing this. This doesn't look very good. It's also very clunky. Hang on. There's a man here. Shall we see if we can talk to this man? Oh, he's fishing. Can you talk from horseback? No. Let's see if we can talk to him. Oh, we can. Does he have anything to say? No. I like our new helmet, though. Right, let's... So, this is a very modern thing. But as you can see, this area is under construction. So, it's not over there, the training camp. Where was it? I'm trying to remember where I found it. But one of the things I like is... that they mentioned in the Kickstarter is everybody has a role. So at certain times of day, they'll... hang on.
Listen, I'm looking for a fellow they call Riki. Do you know him?
Riki? You mean Hinek, the courier's son?
Yes, maybe. Do you know where I might find him?
He's not usually around here. Try asking at his home. But be warned, the old courier is as crabby as they come.
Okay. Can you tell me
You know
anything
this
about
Hinek.
him?
Can you tell me something about him?
He's a bastard.
Oh yeah? In what way?
He's a scoundrel who keeps company with all sorts and gets up to devilry. Folk don't talk to him much.
Why has he got such a bad name?
Most of the neighbours stay well clear of him, because he goes around with the wrong people. A dubious pack they are. I wouldn't wonder if they were thieves or even murderers.
So let's...
Don't tell me no one at all talks to him.
There's one bathhouse wench talks to him. A filthy harlot, of course. Who else?
And what's this harlot's name?
Adela, I think.
Right. So let's end the dialogue. Let's stop talking to him. So yeah, everyone has their roles. So they'll go out and farm, and then they'll come back and they'll go shopping or something. It's quite a clever little system. So they're farming as well. Can I talk to you? Where is the baths?
Where's the bathhouse?
Right by the fish pond. There's a big white tent in the courtyard. Right, okay. Let's end the dialogue with you. Let's go to the map. So, there's the ale house, there's the shop, the fish pond. So, the training camp's over by the fish pond, I think. So, let me think. Go straight over the bridge. Right. Let's make our way over. So yeah, I do enjoy it, and I think it's certainly got a lot of potential. This game. But obviously it's a long way from completion at this stage. Let's jump over the fence. Also as well, if we can find an armory or something. Hang on, this must be the baths. It's got a big white tent. Let's talk to you.
What can you tell me about this Hinek?
I wouldn't say I know him. Decent people have nothing to do with him.
Okay.
How come?
He stinks, he's filthy, and he goes around with peculiar people. In short, not someone you'd want to know.
Okay, let's end the dialogue. So there's a big white tent. So is this the baths? I love how they've got the animations for the opening doors and that already. Because a lot of games sort of it's not very good. Maybe this isn't the baths because it's not a big white tent. Here's the fish pond. Well, I'm guessing this is the fish pond. So I can't go in the water yet. Let's talk to you again. Where is the baths?
Where's the bathhouse?
Right by the fish pond. Have I not? Alright, where's
Where
the tanner?
does the tanner live?
At the very end of it, go downstream by the creek and it's the last house on the left bank. Okay. Right. Maybe that isn't the fish pond. Where's the fish pond then? I would have thought it was that. Okay. Doesn't help that I can't find where I'm supposed to go. Let's activate the quest and maybe it'll come up. Hang on. I am there. Oh. Is it this lady I've got to talk to? You the filthy harlot? No, talk to me, woman.
I heard you've been seeing Hinek the tanner. Look, I don't care what you do. That's your affair. I just want to ask about something. I can imagine.
Why is her dialogue skipping?
Maybe later, sweetheart.
Oops.
Right now, I have some questions to ask.
Okay. I don't know why
Where
it's
can I
doing that.
find Hinek? Does he do that often? What the hell does he get up to
What?
there? Look here. I'm a friend of Hinek's and I really need to know where he is and what he's doing. So I suppose he just goes to the woods to pick mushrooms, does he? So Hinek is a poacher.
What?
That doesn't surprise me much. Do you know exactly where he goes? Maybe he has some favorite spot he might have told
This
you
is-
about. I need to know more about that hideout. I see.
Why is it? Okay. Well, anyway, so I'm only getting one side of the conversation.
How did you know he'd been to the...
So I might as well just which direction?
Do you know what route he took? At least the general direction, so at least I know where to...
Right. Okay. Where did he
Do
sell
you
the
know
meat
who he
to?
sold it? For sure.
Right. Let's end this dialogue because I've. Let's go to our inventory. Go back to our quest log. And if we go to the map, so we've either got to go over there, but then there was also these three places over here. So if we so down here, let's go back to our map. If we place a checkpoint there, a checkpoint, oh no, okay, if we place a checkpoint there, and then, there we go, there we go, it comes up on our little compass at the top. Right, let's go back, I think it's just to the shop. Right. Oh, who we got to talk? We got to talk to you. Hello.
Welcome to my shop.
Riki.
I want to ask about the courier's son, Hinek.
Then ask someone else. I have nothing to do with Riki. He'd only drive my customers away.
I heard a different story, though, that the two of you were doing business together.
Who are you anyway?
A friend of Hinek's. He's gone missing and I need to find him.
I don't know where he is, but if you find him, tell him he still owes me some goods.
I don't give a damn what deals you've been doing together. I won't tell anyone, but I urgently need to know where Riki is.
What have our deals got to do with where he disappeared to?
More than you think. It's quite possible Riki is hiding out at his poaching lair. And believe me, it wasn't hard to find out who was buying game from him. And it's even easier to go to the castle and tell them.
All right. But give me a word of honor you won't tell anyone about our
Yay.
deal.
You have my word.
You've
Fine.
leveled up.
So what do you want to know?
I hear Hinek has a hideout in the woods he uses for hunting game. Do you know where it is?
I don't know exactly. That is, I don't know where it is at all.
But
But I happen to know it's a dark place, a cave or an old mine shaft.
how do you know?
Whenever Riki was going poaching, he always came to me first for candles and lamp oil. He brought the game skinned and gutted, so he had to have light for that.
Okay.
And do you know the whereabouts of some mine shaft in the area?
I don't know. But a few months ago, the quarrymaster, Sir Rupert, was complaining over his ale here that Lord Divish had saddled him with a hell of a job. He had to check out all the...
I'll try asking him then. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Right. Let's end this dialogue. Get rid of that checkpoint. Let's go and go to this one over here, this close one, because we can do some combat practice. Hopefully, anyway. Oh, let's come along here. Right, it should. Is that blacksmiths? Is that bellows I can hear? Who are you? What are you about, boy? About you?
What are you doing here?
Oh, he's a baker. Right, let's leave him. I don't want to bake. I was looking for a smithy. On, over we go. Right. It should... Right, let's get out of here. Call our horse. Where is it? Oh, hello. Right. Oh no, hang on. You're not a combat practice, are you? You're one of our quests. Let's talk to you.
I'm looking for a fellow they call Riki. Have you ever heard tell of him?
Why wouldn't I? That's what they call my son.
Oh,
Aha. You wouldn't happen to know where he is.
I don't know nothing.
Don't you know at least where he usually goes? It's quite important.
Hinek shows up at home once in a blue moon, so I don't know nothing about where he gets to. Even if I did, why would I tell every Tom, Dick, and Harry?
why does he sound American? Right, let's...
Watch your tongue, peasant. I am an envoy of Sir Rotzik Kobila, and I'm conducting an investigation here. So stop hedging and tell me where your son is, right now.
I apologize if I offended you, sir. But still, I don't know where Hinek is. He turned up at the house a while back, but then he vanished again in a hurry.
And you don't know where he went. What?
Look, sir, it's been clear to me for a long time the lad would end up one day in the gallows. But I'm still his father, right? And you can't expect me to rat on my own son.
If you value your son's life at all, then you better pray I find him, because I'm not the only one looking for him.
That comes as no surprise to me. But what of it? If you're here at Sir Radzig's behest, there's nothing waiting for Hinek but the gibbet.
It doesn't have to be that way. If Hinek cooperates, he can save his neck.
I can't say you've put my mind at ease, but to hell with it. I'll tell you what I know. All right. He was here a few days ago, but he left right away. He looked like he was in a hurry.
And you don't know where he went.
I've got an idea, but I don't know where it is exactly.
I don't follow you.
Hinnock makes some money on the side from poaching. He boasted to me a few times about what a great hideout he found in the woods, but he never told me where it is.
All right. It's not much to go on, but it's
I
better
already
than
knew
nothing.
that. That's, right, let's just end the dialogue. Right, I want to climb over here. What I'll probably do is end the episode here. I will make my way to the training camp place. Jump over this wall. And then we'll start looking at that in the next episode. I think I'm going to do multiple episodes of this. It may not be many, but it's just to cover the basics. So we've done sort of the speech and the shopping and sort of the RPG side of it. And then in the next episode we'll do the combat. So I hope you've enjoyed this one. And I will see you next time. Bye bye.